Understandably, people want to know what the net divorce application looks like before they buy it. They want to know if it's powerful enough, if it's fast enough, is it intuitive, does it have all the features that I'm going to need to get the divorce I want online. So the purpose of this video is to show you the look and the feel of that net divorce application, to let you see that for yourself. Okay, this is the top page of netdivorce.com. After you have signed up, you will come up here to the right hand corner and click on the login button. That'll take you, of course, to the login page. If you're going to bookmark a page, this is probably the best page to bookmark. You click on that bookmark, it'll always bring you back to this page. What we're going to do right now is to log in to the net divorce account of our fictitious client, Julie Jones. This is not a real person's account, of course, but it does look like a typical net divorce account. When you get to the welcome page, there are a few different components here. Always in the upper right hand corner, highlighted in yellow, will be a greeting message which will change 5 or 6 times during your case. It always knows where you are in the process. It always tells you what has already happened and what the next thing is that you are going to do. On the right hand side of your screen, underneath that, will be listed all of the possible things that you can now do to move your case along, always with the best option highlighted in yellow. On the left side of your screen is your client menu. Julie is still in the process of completing her interview, so you'll notice that her all of the pages in Julie's interview are still listed here. They're all in sequence. She can open up any of those interview pages and make entries or changes as needed. You'll notice that whenever Julie has completed an online interview page, there'll be a check mark in the box right here, and whenever Julie still needs to enter something onto an individual page, there'll be no check mark. So whenever you log in, you can tell immediately if which pages need attention and which are already done. On your very first login to your net divorce account, this particular link will say begin interview. On each subsequent login, it'll say continue interview. If you click on this link, it will always take you to the first page of your interview that needs some attention. So I'm going to click on that, and we're going to come to Julie's spouse's current address page. You can tell that Julie has been on this page before because of these 2 error messages in red telling her what's missing. If this was her first visit to the page, these 2 red error messages wouldn't be there. So it looks like Julie has forgotten what her husband's zip code is, so she's gone away to find that out, and now she's come back and she's going to enter that, and Julie's spouse's mailing address is the same as his residential address, so I can populate this area here just by checking this box right here. Okay, so that's happened. The red error messages have gone away. Looks like everything is complete and ready to go. On every interview page, you'll see 2 next buttons, one at the top, one at the bottom. If you click on those, it will save everything that you've just entered on that page, and it will move you to the very next page in sequence. That's generally the best way to go through the interview, but you don't have to do it that way. Let's say, for example, that you come here to the marriage statistics and children of the marriage page on your first login, and you come down here and you can't for the life of you remember the date of birth of your child. So you don't want to stop here. You want to continue on with the interview. You will check the date of birth and you'll come back and enter that later. You can still click on the next button to move ahead. It will give you the red error message that the date of birth is missing. You can blow on through that and just click the next button again, and it will take you to the next page. Or alternatively, you can come here to your client menu and you can click directly on interview pages, and you can maneuver page by page, and the interview allows you to do that as much as is possible. You remember before I told you that the sequence of interview pages is laid out logically. The further you get into the interview, the more these pages, particularly ones towards the end, are based upon information that you've already filled in at the top. So everything is very logical. We don't ask you any questions that are unnecessary or not needed in your case. As Julie moves through the interview pages, every question that's asked of her, particularly as she moves through the sequence of pages, is based on answers to prior questions. No time is wasted. We only ask you questions that pertain to your individual case. You can log into your interview as many times as you need to, and then log out again by clicking the log out button. Everything is saved. You do not need to, you're able to come back and log in as many times as you need. Our average client probably completes the interview in 3, 4, 5 sessions. You can go as fast as you want. We don't recommend speed. We recommend you go at your own pace and get it done. I want to draw your attention on every interview page to icons. You see these little question mark icons and the little exclamation point icons. They're always next to something. In this particular instance, next to the date of marriage. These are context-sensitive help icons. You click them and a little box opens up which gives you information on that particular item. In this case, it's the date of marriage. If you click on, let's say, the date of separation, it will open up the information that you'll need on to figure out what your date of separation is. This item is in red to signify that's a little bit more significant, a little bit more important. If you read the help item, it'll tell you what the date of separation is. It'll give you common mistakes to avoid because the date of separation is quite important to your case. Apart from those help icon items, your net divorce caseworker is always standing by Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 888-NET-DIVORCE, at support@netdivorce.com, or by clicking this chat button, which is available on every single page of the Net Divorce interview. Okay, Julie's entered her husband's zip code. If she looks at her client menu, all those pages look like they have check boxes. The next step is for Julie to check her interview. We click on that. This page does 3 different things. At the top here, it makes sure that she has in fact completed all of the interview pages. She has. The second item is that it's checking certain time-critical issues just to make sure that nothing is upcoming that needs her attention in terms of it being critical in time. No problems in Julie's case. Now, we know that Julie just finished her interview literally 20 seconds ago, but that's not always the case. Julie might have completed the interview and gone away for a weekend or a week or 2 months, whatever. Who knows? So now she's coming back and she wants to download her first batch of documents. So we need to check to make sure that none of these items have changed since Julie completed her interview. So she will need to place a check mark to indicate that none of these things have changed in the interim and that she is ready to proceed to download her first batch. If there had been something that had changed, then Julie would have needed to go back and go back to the particular interview page in question and made changes on that page. Okay, here now she is at the first batch download page. I'm going to click the download my forms button. Another help item will open up here. We can close out on that right now. And here is Julie's first batch of documents. So what was that? That was probably a delay of what, 2 or maybe 3 seconds, and her completed, ready to be signed and filed first batch of documents is displayed on the screen. The first couple of pages in every batch is always our detailed written instructions. Nothing here in these written instructions is not specific to Julie's case. We don't waste your time on any generic instructions. Everything here applies to your case. This is a list of documents in the batch. These are the instructions Julie needs to follow to have her case ready to be filed. She just goes step by step, checking each box as she goes, and these instructions are very specific and detailed. You can see that in this particular case they're just over 3 pages long, so they're kind of long, but they definitely do keep you away from all of the common mistakes at this particular stage of your case. Here's the first legal document that's fully prepared and ready to be filed. This particular document is a Los Angeles County document. It's not a state of California document. Net Divorce prepares all state and local county documents. In almost every case, there's going to be local county documents that you're going to need. Only one of our competitors even bothers with these local county documents. With Net Divorce, it really is a complete service. You're not going to have to stand in line and fill in documents by hand. You're not going to have a nasty court clerk throw in documents back at you because you don't have local county documents. Everything is included. Let's move down this sequence of documents to Julie's petition. This is an important document. This is pretty much where she's telling the court what's involved in her case and what she wants. You can see the quality of preparation of these documents. Everything is just super detailed, super efficient. All of Julie's property, her separate property, her minor child, spousal support section. Julie is opting for a name change back to a former name. She's going from Julianne Jones to Julianne Schnerdvierkel, so that was a good choice. Moving down, here is Julie's requests of the court for custody and visitation/parenting. The Net Divorce application is very powerful, lots of features. You can construct pretty much any customized visitation parenting plan you want. I think there are something like 80 different options that you can select for visitation and parenting, and 4 additional custom options that you can select yourself. If there's something that you don't see, you can actually make up a request yourself that applies to the very specific facts of your case. Very powerful. Moving on down here is the document where Julie has to tell the court where her daughter Penny has resided for the past 5 years. So that's all taken care of. Moving down, here is the property declaration listing all of Julie's property values and everything that the court wants to see laid out in proper sequence. Very accurate. Julie has low income, so she is applying to the court for a request to waive court fees. Net Divorce has a flat fee of $129. It's a complete service. Everything is included. There are no, I repeat, no ups or extras. You cannot pay us any more than $129. Everything's covered. Don't even ask us if you want to pay more money. You cannot. $129 is the limit. Covers everything, including your request to waive court costs. Everything filled out completely, accurately, good to go. All Julie needs to do is print out the PDF format file. If you know anything about the PDF format, it's absolutely bulletproof. Your computer, your machine, your device comes with some type of a PDF reader. You can always open the Net Divorce batch. You can look at it on screen. You can save it to your hard drive or other medium. You can print it, sign and date, and file at your local court. I just want to show you one more feature here. If you notice any mistakes, once you've downloaded the batch of documents, if you see any mistakes, you can come back in and correct them straight away. You can print individual documents in your case. You don't have to do the first batch download. That's recommended. It's the best way to go. But you can also download individual documents if you've, let's say you've lost a document, you've tipped coffee on it or whatever. You can come back in and download individual documents. Most important document in your case is your marital settlement agreement. That's included in the net divorce fee of $129. So I'm going to demonstrate what the marital settlement agreement looks like in Julie's case. This comes to you in Microsoft Word format so that it's editable. You can see the quality of the document. This is what the judge will look for later in the case. He wants to see that everything is here laid out properly. Net Divorce has done over 25,000 marital settlement agreements. This is a bulletproof marital settlement agreement that's going to get your case approved by the court and get your case done in the shortest and easiest possible period of time. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope that this has helped. I hope that this has convinced you that Net Divorce is the way to go and that the Net Divorce software is powerful and efficient, and it will get you your divorce. Thank you so much for listening and watching.